YouTube, it's Kristina, long time no see. Sorry, I suck at this. I promise I will do better. It is my goal this year to make videos, continue making videos, and to create something super awesome for you. So I hope that you will listen to this video in its entirety because I'm not telling you what I'm doing until the very end. I got something else to tell you first. Okay, so I want to start with a story, and I hope that you maybe can identify with this story because I've had a really big slap in the face in the last couple of weeks when it comes to my identity and who I really am. And I had some pretty amazing discoveries, and I'm hoping that I might be able to help somebody that's watching this video right now discover that they were living a lie just like I was. So here's the facts. For the last 16 years of my life, I thought I was somebody that I totally wasn't, and I was walking in something very uncomfortable for myself. I felt like I was spinning my wheels. I had no traction at all whatsoever. Everything I did seemed so pointless and so empty and gave me nothing. I just felt like I was spinning my wheels completely. What am I doing this for? This sucks. I don't want to do this. I'm tired. I don't like what I'm doing. And I just felt so down, and I just felt like, I had this calling on my life, but I couldn't figure out what it was, and I felt lost. And so I finally, 2 weeks ago, had a huge slap in the face reality check when I went to an event called First Steps to Success by Dani, who happens to be my birth mother. And I always go to the events, and I usually don't have anything like this that comes out of it, but this is so astronomical, I can't wait to share it with you. So basically, here's what happened. She teaches on the second day of the 3-day event something called Gems Mastery. It's a personality type assessment, and it tells you about the different types of gems. There's 4 of them. If you've ever taken a personality test with the colors, it's very similar to that. She goes as far as telling you about how you like your toilet paper and all kinds of stuff, though. So she's very intricate, very detailed. It's pretty neat. It's very similar to Myers-Briggs, the DISC assessment, anything like that. If you've ever taken one of those, you would totally eat this up. It's called the Gems Mastery because it's named after 4 precious gemstones. So there's a sapphire, pearl, emerald, and ruby. And I'm not going to explain all of them to you. If you want to, you can go and find them on Google. Google the Gems Mastery personality test, read through the profiles, and see which one you think you are. Here's where I messed up. 16 years ago, my birth mom came into my life, and I was so excited to meet her. I wanted to impress her more than anything in this world because she was this fantasy woman to me who I never knew anything about. And I just ate every little word that that come out of her mouth. I ate it up. Anything that she would say, I would just be like, oh, tell me more. And so after the second or third time meeting her, she really hadn't spent that much time with me. She told me that I was a ruby. And I was like, what does that mean? And I took what that meant, and I found out what the definition of a ruby was, how a ruby acted, how they walked, talked, dressed, all of those things. And I was like, well, she says that's what I am. I'm that, and I'm going to do everything I can to be awesome at being that. So I literally morphed myself into becoming the ruby personality type when I wasn't. It's been a really hard slap in the face the last 2 weeks. So here's what happened. 2 weeks ago when I was at this event, she was doing her gems like she always does. She starts with the sapphires, moves on to the pearls, then the emeralds, then the rubies. Please go read those profiles so you know what I'm talking about. So with the sapphires, the fun ones, I am very much so sapphire. I have a lot of sapphire. If you saw the bedroom behind this curtain right now, you'd be like, oh my gosh, because there's clothes everywhere, and that's just kind of how I roll. So after she got done with the sapphires, I know sapphire is my secondary. I can totally say that without a shadow of a doubt. I am. She gets the pearls. The pearls I've always had in my head as being the shy ones, the massage therapists, and the environmentalists and the tree-hugging hippies is kind of how I've always played it off in my head. But this time, she said it a little bit differently. And the words that she said when she came to the pearls really penetrated. She said, they're very tolerant of other people's views. Ding, that's me. They love to help people. Ding, that's me. Even to their detriment. Ding, that would be me. They loan money to people, even knowing they're not going to get it back. Oh, that's totally me. And she went on to keep going on the pearls, and there was only 2 or 3 things that were not me when it came to the pearls. She went next to the emeralds, which is definitely not me. Those are your atypicals. They do not have anything on their notifications. There's not 10,000 emails like what I have. They don't have 14 different things on Snapchat or Facebook that they've got to go look at. It's clean, clear. That's not me. And then she goes on to the rubies, which is where I've been sitting and what I've been claiming I was for the last 16 years because my mom told me that's what I was, right? Guess what happened? She starts naming these things off, and she talks about how they're so driven and they're money motivated. I don't care about money. I've taught myself to care about money. But I really don't care about money. I can live completely comfortably and happily off of $30,000 a year, no problem. Then she starts talking about how they're challenge oriented. Challenges are really intimidating to me. Then she starts talking about how you can sleep when you're dead. Oh, no, I love my sleep. And I started really thinking about who I was, and I had almost a complete identity crisis because I realized that I am not what I thought that I was for the last 16 years, and I allowed somebody else that I looked up to so much to tell me who I was instead of figuring it out on my own. And I know she didn't do it because she wanted ill for my life. She just saw Ruby in me because she met a very hurt Pearl teenager who was going through a lot and didn't want anybody to worry about her. I still am this way. I don't like people worrying about me, so I suffer in silence. I don't want people focusing their attention on me, so I make sure to tell them everything's fine. I put on a really good front so that people don't worry, don't spend their time having to look into my life and make sure that I'm okay. I don't like being the center of attention, which is kind of hard to believe if I'm making this video, right? Well, I'm hiding behind a screen. If you guys were all sitting out here, this would not be happening because I don't like that. It makes me really uncomfortable. So I communicate very sapphire, which is fun and lively and all of that. Also has to do with my parents put me through acting lessons for a very long time when I was in school. So I got really good at communicating, I guess. I've learned over the years how to communicate very Ruby, which is win-win, all of those things that I really don't care about. Never even played sports in school, guys. And then over the weekend, last Saturday, I made a list when I was flying on a plane about all the things Kristina. And I look through the list and I see so much Pearl, which is the exact opposite of what I thought I was. And then I had this realization. Acting Ruby for so long, I got good at it, but it always still made me feel uncomfortable. It always was not me. I don't like recognition. Rubies love recognition. I can't even tell you where any of my awards or certificates or any of those things are. I've never kept a trophy. I don't like recognition. Everything that was Ruby was not me. And it's been such a slap in the face, but yet so freeing at the same time realizing this. So another part of this that I had to really deal with and come to grips with actually happened last night. And I've been playing this over and over in my head because it's been so like, wow, I can't believe that I even did that. And then realizing why. So here's what happened last night. I had my girlfriend Jane over. We were talking about relationships. And I had mentioned how when I was in the 8th grade, I had a boyfriend named Barry, who we're still really good friends to this day. And when we were dating, I was Barry's girlfriend. That was my identity. I literally had no idea who I was, and I would attach myself onto other people. My identity was wrapped up in who I was dating, and then eventually who I married. And so I was literally this person that could not be myself. I had to be attached to another human. So I was Barry's girlfriend to the point of this. I got a dog tag made that said, Barry's property if found, please call, with his phone number on it. Like an animal, like a dog would wear a dog tag. Like, really, Kristina, why did you do that? Well, I wanted somebody to claim me so bad. I'm adopted. I think that that's honestly where the root of that came from. I wanted somebody to claim me, to validate me, to accept me, to want me, to show the world that they wanted me. And then that kind of rolled over into all of my relationships. Here's where the problem came in. All of the relationships that I got in after that were all with controlling and possessive men. Oh my gosh, why? Well, when you want somebody to claim you to the point of you're going to wear a dog tag with their name and phone number on it, you're going to get yourself with a possessive and controlling person with trust issues because they want to be able to own someone. They literally feel like they own somebody. So I hate being controlled, and that's actually what got me to move out of my parents' house at 16 and emancipate myself because I hated the control. But what did I do? I walked myself into relationships with controlling men. How dumb! And I never realized that until last night. And it was because I wanted nothing more than for somebody to claim me. I wanted somebody to say, that's my girl. She's mine. It was so hard. It was such a slap in the face because I just felt myself be like, oh my gosh, Kristina, like if you would have realized this a long time ago, you would have avoided so many things. You would not have had to go through half of the pain that you went through. But you know what? I did it for a reason. I don't know what you're going through, but I will tell you that my actions have caused me to walk through some serious crap. Really bad crap. I've been divorced several times. I have been cheated on. I've been the parent, the step parent. I've homeschooled. There's so many things in my life I've experienced. I've been adopted. I've taken on 2 children that were not mine as my own. I have gone through a lot. And what I'm going to tell you is this: if I can help you wherever you are in your life right now, if I can throw you a rope and help you crawl out of that hole that you feel like you're in, please allow me to. How can I help you? Well, if I've been through it, I can at least tell you how not to screw it up, because I promise you I did. Maybe I have learned something in the process of getting out of that hole, and maybe I can tell you what the steps are to get out of it. It's definitely worth a shot. So if you feel like I'm speaking to you and there's something that you might have going on right now that just is eating you alive, please send me an email, because I'm going to start something called Coffee with Kristina. It's an advice vlog. I'm going to read your letter, so please keep it anonymous, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do in your situation and how I got myself out of the situation that you might be in. So if you have questions on adoption, maybe you're a birth mom and you gave a baby up for adoption and you want to talk to that baby. Maybe you're the child and you want to go talk to your mom, but you don't know how to find her. Maybe you're the adoptive mom and you're struggling so hard because your baby wants so badly to know where they came from. Maybe you're struggling with weight loss. I lost 95 pounds in 8 months. I've kept it off for 6 years. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Maybe you're about to go through a divorce. Maybe you just got cheated on. Maybe you're pregnant and it's not your husband's child. I've been through all of those things. Please allow me to help you. My email is coachmekristina@gmail.com. That's coach, C-O-A-C-H, me, M-E, Kristina with a K, K-R-I-S-T-I-N-A @gmail.com. You can put in the subject line, Dear Kristina, or Coffee with Kristina. And I will start posting these vlogs, these advice vlogs, where I will read your letter, so give me a little bit of background on your situation, and I will tell you how I got out of your situation or what I think you should do in your situation. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a counselor, although I'm almost finished with my degree in psychology. That does not make me an expert. I'm just a girl who's been through some serious crap, and I wish that somebody would have been there to throw me a rope when I had all my stuff going on. And what I will tell you is this: I was the type of girl that suffered in silence. I didn't want anybody else to know what I had going on, and I never realized why I did that until 2 weeks ago when I figured out who I truly was. I don't want people to worry about me. And if you're in the same boat and you don't want to talk to the people that are going on around you, please talk to me. I'm a complete stranger. I'll keep it anonymous. I won't tell anybody who you are. And I'll just tell you how I got out of your situation. If you feel like you're spinning your wheels, you have no traction, you don't understand what's going on, and you just feel hopeless, I've been there. I've been to the point of wanting to take my own life. I've been to the point of wanting to give up, throw the towel in, and run away. I totally understand what you're going through. So please reach out to me. Let me help you. And please look forward to the series of videos, Coffee with Kristina. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that this video spoke to somebody and made them realize who they really are, and maybe they haven't been walking in who they truly are and who God really intended for them to be. Have a great day. Bye.